NC Prepper here again with you with another video. In this video I want to discuss another one of my DIY solar generators that I've built. This one is in a small ammo can that's made by Plano, as you can see there on the logo. It's one of the, I think this is roughly about 9 inches by 7 or 8 inches tall by 4 or 5 inches wide, that I can carry around. It's got the small handle on the top. In the description I'll give better dimensions, measurements, and I'll also give a weight on the solar generator as well. So let me reset the camera here real quick, and I'll dig into the box and show you what I've done. Alright, in this one I went pretty simple. I just put a single cigarette lighter plug on this one. This one, the box is kind of nice because it has a rubber O-ring on the inner lid of this. So I wanted to kind of try to keep as much of the rain resistance as I could, or maintain the integrity of the rain resistance on there. And this one has proven itself to me that in a pretty light rain, the way that this goes into the plug and the way that it snaps in once you've drilled the hole, it's pretty tight. So it wouldn't be waterproof by any means, but I wouldn't leave it out in conditions like that in the first place. But it's kind of a nice little box I picked up at Bass Pro Shop for about 10 bucks that has worked out pretty well. I'll open it up and let me reposition it, and I'll show you along here. You can kind of see where it's black. There's just an O-ring that completely goes around the lid of this to give it some water resistance. And then what I've done is I got this from Harbor Freight, actually. This is a small power inverter. It's rated at 80 watts continuous, 200 watts peak, so I could power quite a bit of something off of AC that's if even a small TV, something like that has a lot of startup power at first, draws a lot of power at first, but then settles down, and it will be, as I said, it is rated to 80 watts. It does come with a little USB plug as well. I think this is only rated at 1 amp. Sorry, I can look that up to see. So it's not going to charge your phone at full speed, but it's still, you could plug your phone in, and then you could also run something that doesn't require much more than 80 watts. It does have a fan in it to keep the unit cool. Then for a battery, I've got a 12 volt. This happens to be a 12 amp battery. So you can see, maybe you can see, that it actually almost fills the entire compartment. And then what I did to keep it from sliding around, see if I can zoom in a little bit, just the material there is that stuff that you'll put on shelves or you put into drawers to keep things from sliding around. It's that rubbery type material, so that this doesn't slide around inside the box too much as you're carrying it. It is fused on the inside. It just uses a regular 12 volt fuse. I carry another USB plug, and just a little 1 amp 12 volt plug that plugs in. And then I also have, let me zoom this back out a little bit. I also have a little pigtail here. This is the connector that my solar panels, my larger, like the 20 watt panel that I have in another video where I show the $10 solar panel stand, it has this connector on the end of it. So then I can just take these wires off, slip this on, and I can actually charge this battery up by that solar panel. Because of this battery being a 12 amp battery, the 20 watt panel is actually perfect for that, because the panel outputs 1.2 amps, and to get a full charge on this battery at what I guess you would call full speed, you want 10%. So if you have a 12 amp battery, you're really looking for a 1.2 amp charge. Well, a 20 watt panel, and I'll actually have a link to that panel because it's actually back on sale again at Amazon. At last check, it was around $50 prime, shipped prime 2 days for free, no tax if you live in certain areas. That it's a perfect match for this battery pack. So I took this camping with me this past weekend, and I used it to top off the e-boot, the little solar powered battery backup that I use for my cell phone. I kept my phone topped off between this and that all weekend long, and I didn't have to use any electricity at all. So this is basically just a review of a yet another DIY solar generator that I've put together. These seem to be pretty popular videos on my channel right now. I think a lot of people are interested in alternative ways to get electricity. So as always, if you have any questions, please hit me up in the comments. I love to respond and love the questions that people ask. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and please subscribe, and I'll be back with another video as quickly as I can. Thanks.